Urgent. Need your help. I developed a crush on a cute, wholesome content creator. He followed me back, we started talking, and we both liked each other. He showed interest in me but later revealed that he had been talking to another girl for the past 7 months. He is still the first to view and like my Instagram stories but doesn't actively message me like before. Should I confront him about his mixed signals or take a break from Instagram? Please read the whole thing below for the correct context. Full story. My crush makes good wholesome content by giving strangers rose and making them smile. Through his reels, I came to know him on Insta and started following him solely based on his wholesome content. But later came to know that his main work is professional photography, and then I started following his photography and personal account on Instagram. Through his personal account, I saw his pics for the first time and instantly got crush on him. He's cute, good-looking, and his voice is so soothing and goofy personality. All these I came to know about through his personal account. Now here comes the scene. He started following me back from his personal account, and I approved his request to follow back. Although I didn't let others to follow me on Instagram apart from close friends. But I don't know why I accepted his follow request. I kept thinking why on earth with someone with such a massive followers on his content account will follow me through his personal account, but I finally accepted his follow request. Maybe I got a crush on him, that could be the reason. We live in different cities, but the two most important cities of our country. But then I came to know that we are from same home state natives, just currently living in different cities. He was born and brought up in his current city and didn't often visit the native place as much, whereas I, currently away from my native place due to higher studies. But he held his native place in high regards and often liked my Insta stories when I posted about my native place and regional festivities. One day I posted Bill Pullman pics on my Insta story, although my Insta story message and comment sections are usually off, but he replied to my story for the first time asking a question related to one of his TV show. From a very long time I wanted to talk to him, but didn't know how to initiate the conversation. So when he replied to my story, I instantly told him that I like his Insta content by making strangers smile, and most importantly his photography skills too. I also told him about his personal struggles and childhood trauma that he faced and overcome by talking to strangers is very uplifting, and I am happy to see him grow. On which he thanked me and told me one shouldn't wait for someone to reply to their story to tell them how they feel about themselves. On which I replied that I felt intimidated by him, that's why I didn't message first, and I find him cute. To which he asked, intimidated by my cuteness? Then I replied, yes, I find him cute. That evening we talked a lot, and I asked him about his interests apart from photography. He stated music, philosophy, and movies, and sent a Spotify link of his favorite song, which I also loved it. And I complimented him by saying that the voice resonates with him only and has cute childlike voice, although I never met him, but through his real content I was familiar with his voice. On which he sent me a voice note for the first time thanking me about the compliment and telling me that his family also says the same thing, that he has a cute childlike voice. That evening we talked a lot and was a good start overall. Then on the same week Sunday, I posted a cute pic of myself on Insta story captioning it as, all smiles, as this week went great and I smoothly slid into my crush's DM, to which he replied by asking, crush? Me? Or am I delusional? Then I told him for the first time that he's my crush. He replied, thank you, that's so sweet of you, and asked me how many people replied asking about him, as people love gossiping about this thing. Then I told him nobody replied except him because I wrote crush not boyfriend on my story, that's why people didn't take it seriously. Then we talked a lot that day. Wedding season was going on, that's why he had a tight schedule due to his photography profession. Whenever I put some Instagram story, he's the first and fastest one to view my story and to like it too. He is into photography, so his usual stories are related to beautiful shots with beautiful song, and sometimes his cute selfies and dance moves which he takes in the middle of his hectic shoots. One day, when we were chatting, he asked me that he wanted to call me. I agreed but scheduled the call for some other day as I was busy that day. But then I realized after all these time I was talking to him and confessed that I've a crush on him, but didn't even ask whether he's even single. Then I immediately asked him about his relationship status, on which he sent a voice note telling me that he's talking to a girl from past 7 months, but he's currently single. I asked him, 7 months is a long time period. Why don't you guys ask each other out? To which he replied that the girl he's talking to lives in different country, so there's a big time and distance difference, and he's single. But then I told him that the girl must have feelings for you, and it would be wrong to talk behind her back. To which he again sent a voice note stating that he believes in friendship above all, and let's be friends first. Let's first talk and see where it goes. He further told, one should build a detachment layer as when someone leaves or something doesn't work out, then it shouldn't affect the person, hence detachment is very important. He then sent another voice note stating that he finds me his type of person, similar interest, same vibe and all, and suggesting let's talk first. And I, in my mind, wondering how I can be his type of person, lol. He barely even know anything about me. How he thinks I'm his type of person. I appreciated his honesty on telling me about the girl he's been talking to, as these days most of the boys don't reveal this stuff who they're talking to. Later I gone through his following list and found out about that girl who was in foreign and with whom he has been talking to from past 7 months. I also found out that he also follows her sister and mother account too on Insta. That was really heartbreaking for me. Then for some days I avoided my urge to talk to him. Meanwhile he liked and was the first one to view my Insta stories. Then I posted a pic of my grandfather on my feed. He liked and called me for the first time on Insta. I got butterflies instantly after seeing his call and immediately picked it up, but don't know what happened. The call got disconnected. I just listened saying him hello and he didn't even gotta listen my response. I called back and messaged him, then he messaged me that he will call back when he will get free. As I saw his Insta stories, he was busy in his shoots due to wedding season. But it has been a week since his first call that was incomplete, and we didn't even talk that much after that on chat. Just recently congratulated him on his new followers milestone that he crossed on his content account, that's it. But he continues to like my Insta stories, and always the first one to view it too. This is making me go crazy. Like you're not messaging me but viewing and liking my stories. Wedding season is going on right now, so I understand. He has a very tight schedule till February. But I don't think so I can wait till long, as I'm thinking of taking a break from Insta and deactivating it. Otherwise, I'll literally go crazy seeing him viewing my story, liking it, and not messaging me. The funny thing is that I don't have his phone number. We talk only on Insta, and he called me that day though, Insta call only. While we were chatting, once I asked him to give his number, but some other topic of discussion got started, and I didn't got his number. Green flags are that he showed his honesty by revealing that he was in a talking stage with a girl, and he put the effort to call me from his side. But these are also my red flags too, that talking to me even after talking to that girl, and not calling me back after the first incomplete call. Help me figure out what to do next, as I'm getting crazy thinking about him. That's why I decided to take a break from Insta, but that will not solve the whole problem. I'm also thinking about writing an anonymous message stating my feelings and how things have been turned out, about my restless expectations, and urging him not to do anything like this in future. Please share your suggestions, tips, or anything to help me figure out the situation. Also, should I write that anonymous message or not?